What are you talking about? They don't go, we win. Once again, we're the best.
I define best as competing against the best there is out there and beating them. They have to go.
Let's get to it. But before we get to it, hey man, go ahead and like the video for me. The like button right down there. Go smash it one time. Now, some of you guys saw the press conference with Gervonta Tank Davis, and he had the audacity to question what Shakur Stevenson has done. It was basically his way of trying to tell the reporters that he's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson. Now listen, I said this once and I'm gonna say it again. For anybody who's gonna try to come in here and say, bro, ain't you supposed to be a fan of Tank? If you know this channel, then you know that I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again. I am a boxing fan first. Then I'm a fan of certain boxers. But I'm a boxing fan first. So that means I will criticize when I feel like they need to be criticized. I will call them out when I feel like they need to be called out. Gervonta Davis, at this point in time, he needs to be criticized. He needs to be called out. You have the audacity to say, what has Shakur Stevenson done? That's your excuse on why you're not going to fight him or why you shouldn't fight him? Do you really want to go down that road? Let's be real, bro. Do Tank really want to go down that road of what somebody has done in the sport of boxing? And I ain't even talking about him. I'm talking about his opponents. You got the audacity to say, what has Shakur done? Now, before I cook on this, let me show y'all the clip that I'm talking about. Check it out.
What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what?
So you see it for yourself. He's saying, why y'all keep mentioning him? What has he done in the sport of boxing? Well, I ain't gonna even get too deep into it, but I'll tell you this. He's done more than your last 4 opponents combined. Yes, Shakur Stevenson has done more and won more championships than Tank's last 4 opponents combined. His last 4 opponents was Rolly Romero, Hector Garcia, Ryan Garcia, and Frank Martin. I'm not counting Lamont Roach because he hasn't fought him yet. Now, if you're here looking for some Shakur Stevenson to hate and Gervonta Davis D-riding, then you're on the wrong channel. You can happily leave my channel and go to other YouTube channels. Oh, because they out there. They definitely out there. But this is not one of them. I ain't gonna D-ride nobody. I don't care if I'm a fan of you or not. I'm gonna call it how it is. Because like I say, I'm a boxing fan first. At this point, Gervonta Tank Davis is making me feel like he's just afraid to fight Shakur Stevenson. Not afraid of Shakur Stevenson. No, not afraid of him, but afraid to fight him because he know that it's a big risk. But then at the same time, he want to call himself the best. You see, I don't care that these guys call themselves the best, but you got to show that you are. You have to prove it. And I'm finna go off topic a little bit. Michael Jordan, he had to prove that he was the best basketball player of all time. He didn't just come out and just say it. He had to prove it. Tom Brady had to prove that he's the best quarterback in NFL of all time. He had to prove that. Steph Curry, he couldn't just come out and just tell us, hey, I'm a better shooter than Reggie Miller. I'm the best three-point shooter of all time. No, he had to go and prove it. Because if he would have came out and just said it, we would have been like, bro, it's this guy that we know named Reggie Miller, who's the best three-point shooter of all time. You're going to have to surpass him. If you don't surpass him, then nigga, you ain't the best. We already got somebody who's the best. You want to say that you are the best? Okay, you got to go and find the best and beat them.
I define best as competing against the best there is out there and beating them.
Tank Davis, you got somebody in your division who some people say are better than you. Even I say that he's a better boxer than you. I'm not saying that Shakur Stevenson is an overall better fighter than Tank. So don't get me wrong, but I do say that Shakur Stevenson is a better boxer. I've always said, if Tank don't knock him out, if they ever fight, and if Tank don't knock him out and they goes to decision, Shakur Stevenson will be winning that fight. If it goes to decision. But that's the thing. Will Shakur Stevenson be able to make it to a decision? I've always said that. But there's a lot of people who feel like that he's better. And he's in your division. You say that you're the best lightweight. That's what you said. So if you feel like you're the best, you have to beat the best. Because some people feel like he is. This is a sport of boxing. You can't just take your judgment for it. You can't just say, well, I feel like I'm the best, so I'm not going to fight him. This is a sport of boxing. No, prove that you are better than him. Don't try to make excuses by saying, what has he done? He's done more than your last 4 opponents. And for anybody who don't believe me, go check it out yourself. We gotta stop babying these fighters. Yes, we got too many people who baby Canelo. We got too many people who baby Teofimo Lopez. And we got too many people who baby Gervonta Davis. We can't just call them the best just cuz. The people who be babying the fighters is usually the ones who always be complaining about Jake Paul taking over. Those are the same people, I guarantee you. They complain about Jake Paul taking over, but then they praise Ryan Garcia for allegedly cheating. Now notice that I said allegedly. I'm not trying to say that he cheated. I'm just saying allegedly cheating. Allegedly. But there are people out there who said, I don't care if he cheated. Even if he did, I'm just happy that he beat Devin Haney. What you mean you don't care if he cheated? You really have no morals? In the sport of boxing, bro, it shouldn't be like that. You should care if somebody cheat. Just like you should care if somebody fight the best or not. You can't pick and choose what you care about. Well, Jake Paul, he didn't even fight his way to the top. He didn't start at the bottom. Who cares? I mean, this sport ain't got no morals anyway, right? You guys say that you don't care that Ryan Garcia allegedly cheated. But now all of a sudden you got a problem with Jake Paul not starting from the bottom? Who cares? No morals in the sport anyway, right? See, that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to care about these things. You do have to care about who cheat. You do have to care about who fight the best. Because if you don't, then you open the doors for anything in boxing to happen. And then we get excuses like this right here for not seeing great fights. We get excuses like this. What has he done in the sport of boxing? We get excuses like this. Well, if you give me 200 million, then I'll fight him. We get those excuses when you open up the door to this nonsense. Let's start calling these boxers out and let's start holding them accountable. Stop babying up these fighters.